What are the major causes, general causes of affairs? Number one, proximity. The closer you are to the opposite sex, the more likely it is for your sexual resistance to begin to crack down. The more likely it is for you to be predisposed to sexual compromises. The closer you are, the closer you walk with an individual, the more likely it is. Never forget that Delilah could never have gotten Samson if it was not close. The wife of Potiphar could never have laid hold on Joseph if he was not working close to her. So proximity is responsible these days for lots of affairs. Number two reason why we get into affairs is what we call preference. Never forget that, preference. If you have preference for a particular kind of men or women, the danger with that is that when you get married, if you don't deal with your preference will become the gateway to affairs. If you have preference for tall women and you marry a woman who is also tall, here is the point. Never think that because you married a tall woman, it will be an instant solution to your preference for tall women. It will not automatically deal with your quest for tall women. You will have to personally say, hey, you know what, Sam? I'm already married to a tall woman. You will have to speak to yourself. I don't need another tall woman in my life. Failure to address your preference will keep the gate open towards affair. Number three, one of the major reasons for affairs is position. And we saw that with David. As soon as David became a big man, David began to have money, fame, popularity. As soon as David became the king of Israel, we started seeing some things with David that some of us never thought we could have ever found in the life of this young boy who was considered a faithful shepherd that God found in the backside of the desert, taking care of the sheep, and God saw it fit to anoint him to be king. Number four, prosperity is one of the other reasons why people get into affairs. Remember the case of Joseph. Nobody was drawn to Joseph. Nobody was attracted to Joseph when he was coming from the pit. You never heard of any woman saying, I love Joseph, when he was coming out from the pit, when he was being sold, when he started working in the house of Potiphar. But here's the point. The Bible says, when he began to prosper in the house of Potiphar, he was a good-looking young man and prosperous. His master's wife began to cast her eyes on him. Prosperity will cause some eyes to be cast on you. Who casts our eyes on you is not as important as who you cast your own eyes on. You can't stop people from casting their eyes on you, but you can stop yourself from casting your eyes on the wrong persons. Don't let position and prosperity begin to reveal the weakness that you have been keeping for years. Prosperity has the potential to reveal weakness. Number five, this one is about to break some tables now. Why do some people get into affairs? Pornography. Pornography. Now, the reason I arrange it this way is that you cannot service a pornographic addiction without money. You need to buy data, lots of data. All right, so pornographic addiction is one of the major causes of affairs today. What you watch, you will want to practice someday. So when you become addicted to pornography, you will always want to experiment what you watch.